And here tonight to argue his case is former Formula One commentator, and boy, don't we miss him, Murray Walker.
The Ford Model T, the Beetle, the Mini. People say these are the greatest cars of all time because they sold in their millions to transport the masses.
But I say the opposite. I say the greatest car of all time is unique and exclusive, built without compromise and regardless of cost. It is the McLaren F1, the greatest road car ever. Wow, my God! Now, I've never driven a 627 horsepower motor car before, so I'm going to be mighty, mighty careful. But I can tell you that even in my pathetic way, that getaway felt sensational. But the great thing about this McLaren F1 is this central driving position, because it is literally like driving an enormously powered four-wheel motorbike. You feel that you can put it exactly where you want it to go. I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to concentrate on this chicane here. Right, left, wow, wow, up a gear. That was a nice gear change, Murray. I'm very pleased with that one. Second chicane here, on with the stoppers. Right, left, I'm going to give it some boot coming out.
The McLaren F1 still holds the world record for the fastest production car ever made, with a top speed of 240 miles an hour. And it can go from rest to 100 miles an hour and back to rest in 11.4 seconds. The cost? £634,500.
But numbers don't tell the whole story. The McLaren F1 is great because it's the passion and vision of one man. It's a perfect example of man and machine in harmony, and it's a machine that's the work of a genius.
Our total focus was on trying to design and build the best sports car in the world.
And the British Grand Prix is underway.
That genius is Gordon Murray, the lateral-thinking visionary behind World Championship winning cars for Brabham and McLaren.
Still leading in the white Brabham.
Nelson Piquet in the Brabham Alfa Romeo.
The car should be the best quality, the best driver's car, and it should be not a racing car on the road, a car that you could, say, drive to the south of France. That was my direction.
You can see the obsessiveness of a Formula One design genius in the car's details. He set strict parameters for width and weight. He said there should be no driver aids, no power steering, no traction control. And he refused to give way on any of them. There are 20 metres of 22-carat gold foil in every car. The engine bay is lined with it for the best heat dispersion. Even the titanium toolkit is gold-plated. There's a fantastic driver's handbook, and it's got 2 pages devoted to telling you how to get into the driver's seat. And hear this. At the time of the launch, just the car's exhaust system cost more than a top-of-the-range BMW 7 Series. How much? 50,000 quid. McLaren F1. It's difficult to give you an idea of just what the performance of this car can be really like, because you run out of superlatives. It will go from standstill to 200 miles an hour in 28 seconds. Unbelievable. And I can feel, I mean, my head goes right back when the power feeds in. It's an unbelievable experience. And all the time, of course, I am very much aware of the fact that that fabulous V12 627 horsepower BMW engine is doing the business behind me. And my goodness, it really does do the business. Wow!
Some might argue that the McLaren F1 is just another supercar. But although other supercars may be fast and beautiful,
Invariably, the accountants have interfered with their development, and the result is always a compromise. None of them are purebreds from the ground up like this car. If you were to take one car and put it in a capsule, send it into space to show other civilizations the best we can do, this would be it. And that's why, for me, it's the greatest road car of all time.
Is he very much mistaken? I think he is. But if you want to vote for the McLaren F1 as the greatest road car ever, call 09001 990001. That is the hardest number ever to remember. 09001 990001. That's a binary number.